Hey, Jonah, you like a girl with a pretty foot?
Do it.
Yeah, like a Gordon.
Or take the shot.
It's just booty for me. That's all I need, bro. That's it. I don't need nothing else.
And canceled.
Yeah.
I don't got no baby mama.
Word on the streets.
It's BowlzNBeatz.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome back, you guys. Today, joining us to start the new season, I have Paradise here. How you guys feeling?
Feeling good now.
Thank you for being here. You're my premier guest.
That's what
So
we're
to
gonna do.
start off the new season, I was like, you know what? Let me make things more extra. Let's just go hard or go home, right? So let's do it. So I'm just going to ask you a question, and you have to tell the truth. And if you don't want to tell the truth, you have to take a shot.
Oh, okay. A
All
shot?
right.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So this is going to be a little warm-up game for the audience to get to know you, for me to get to know you, and for you to get to know yourself. Okay, we're going to get deep.
Let's turn that bottle so everyone
Closest
can
thing
see.
to ayahuasca.
So everyone can see what?
Yeah.
Supporting the culture.
Supporting siempre
Keep going. There you
from
go.
Barrio. Shout out them.
Good?
There you go. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. They're tequila. You guys got to try that shit. Well, you guys are about to try it if you don't
We'll
answer these questions.
We'll let you know how
so.
this goes if we're still alive.
So, who was your first celebrity crush?
Does Ariel from The Little Mermaid count as like a celebrity?
Absolutely.
I'll just go with that. I was into redheads. I think the redhead phase is like long gone. Like, I'm just not like, I'm not about it anymore. But like, if we're going like deep first, I don't know. Probably some random girl on Yahoo sites back in like 1999. I don't know.
One of the first pictures on Google. And what's two things you guys can't live without? Besides the basics, food, water, air.
Netflix and chill.
Oh.
BowlzNBeatz.
Oh, that was an even better answer. You got some extra points there. Do you guys have a secret talent?
Yeah.
This guy has so many talents.
Should I do this thing?
Do the-
Yeah, and you have to do whatever the talent is. So I can
do the
see it.
thing.
No one in the world can do this. Like, I'm dead ass.
Okay.
No one can do that. I'll bet anything on my
Do
life.
that. Do
What
that.
just-
Hold on. Do that
Can-
one more time.
I
But
want
look,
you to see
look,
if you-
look into that camera right in front of you.
No one can do this. I promise.
I have
I
a
can't even
question. I
try
have a
it.
follow-up question. When did you realize you could do that?
I was really young. Honestly, I went
the
to
fuck were you doing?
Marineland. I was at Marineland, and the whales, they go like, we ain't gonna feed them, like a Free Willy and shit, you know?
So basically, we started vlogging,
Mhm.
but we realized he swears every other word,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Try.
And YouTube don't like that. We're trying to make that YouTube
Right,
money.
right.
So we were like, how are we going to bleep out these swear words? We got him in the booth to do this. So every time there's a little swear, we got.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That
That's what we
marine
do.
line experience really shaped
Bro,
you as
I
a
love
person.
whales.
Check
I swear
that.
to God, I love whales, yeah.
Have you guys ever stolen someone's girl?
No.
Probably.
Probably.
With that thing you did right now, pretty sure you
Yeah, get me?
It's on his Frank Ocean shit.
could cause a lot of damage.
What's your What's your best pickup line?
That one.
Go.
They just say, they hit me with that. They're like, you have secret talents? I'd be like, yeah.
Just,
What's your biggest turnoff? Now you guys got a lot of fans out there.
Girls who have pickup lines.
So what's your biggest turn on?
you go first.
Someone smart, like, could
That's bullshit.
obviously a pretty face. Isn't that obvious? Like the girl has to be pretty.
All I need is a big ass. That's it, bro. Just take it from there. That's it. Just
I'm
have an
loving this truth.
Have,
Yes.
have an ass, and then we can move on from there, and then we can talk about step 2.
We
But
can
step
make it
1,
work.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm more like
Oh my God.
I'm more like a pretty face first, and then like we could deal with the rest, and then your personality is actually gonna matter to me.
So do you believe at love at first sight?
I made a song called that. Of course I do.
Really? You actually do?
Yeah, we made a song called Love at First Sight.
Do you actually believe in it though?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? That doesn't sound very
Nothing's
believable.
Nothing's impossible, kids.
Interesting. How about you? Do you believe in love at first sight?
I don't know. It always changes after like 3 months. So
Love is a choice.
I would have to. I don't think that exists.
Love at First Sight.
Because when you first initially look at someone, you're looking at them because of their physical looks, right? So that's like very narcissistic.
It
To
exists.
be like, that person's the love of my life because I like how that person looks.
I think
right
it
there."
exists, but it exists only in that moment.
Yeah, maybe after
what I
you like
mean?
engage.
Yeah, after it kind of fades. But
Yeah.
in that moment, so it does exist. It's real, but only in that time period.
Yeah, not necessarily
what
at
I
first
mean?
sight, more like at first
Yeah.
conversation, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Right? Like first sight, come on. So can you do a celebrity impression since you can do all those whale noises?
what?
Celebrity impression?
No, I don't think so.
I think you can.
He's got a
If
pretty
you
wicked-
can, I mean, you're gonna have to
you
take
got
the
a British.
shot.
You could hit him with like a
That's not.
I mean, I'm not really asking you, can you? Do it.
yeah, like a Gordon
No.
Or
Ramsay
take the
something.
shot.
That's not on there. Oh yeah, it is.
Do a celebrity impression.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
Simon Cowell. That's horrible.
That's
What?
horrible.
That's horrible. Yeah. Cut. Stop.
Is
You
that
know
your-
what I mean?
is that your
That's
best
yeah.
impression?
That's my best one. Yeah.
I give you A for effort.
All right. So what's your best impression?
That's
Give me
great.
Megan Thee Stallion.
What's up, hotties? AKA Megan Thee Stallion. How you guys doing?
Oh.
I can do an impression of you.
Do it.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Mount Dice. You know what it is, man. I'm just chilling. Like, I'm just like a normal person, man. Yeah.
Well, can you do the thing though?
That's actually impressive. It doesn't look difficult, but when you try it, it's not happening.
Mm.
So, what's your biggest regret?
In life?
Yes, in life. In your 25 years of living.
Probably not learning not to code. Like I wish I learned how to code.
Oh, well, that's very random.
You know what I mean? It is random,
Interesting.
isn't it?
Interesting.
I don't
But
know.
that would help you. That makes sense.
Yeah. On my nerd shit. Always.
Not getting rich young?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a regret of mine. I should have figured something out.
Really?
Yeah, I wasted a lot of time. Definitely.
I really don't think it's a great thing to get rich young, to be honest. I really think it just
their
it
own.
hurts your character.
Hold on, but how old are you?
25.
The fuck? You're still young.
That's
what I
why
say.
I'm like, how young we talking? Like, why
I
didn't
say
you be
that
rich as
every
a
day.
child?
I could say that. I'm 33.
Soft.
I don't know. I feel like being rich as a child like really just messes up your character and you don't value things. the
There's a
way
reason
you do.
why it doesn't happen often.
Exactly.
Because
exactly.
if it did, there'd be a lot of assholes here.
A lot of chaos.
A lot of problems.
Speaking of problems, what's your most
Love to be an
toxic
asshole.
trait?
Oh.
Man, this shit is hard.
Be real.
Yeah,
be
yo.
real.
This shit is
Yo, it is
hard.
getting hot here. Yo, Jonah, we're talking about that fan, my guy.
I told you. And this is just a warm up game. You
Yeah.
guys are in for a deep
Toxic.
conversation.
I don't know if
I'll
it's
tell you
toxic
mine
traits.
if it makes it easier.
Go ahead.
I snap too quick. I let my emotions get the best of me before thinking it out.
That means you're like a passionate woman, though. You
Yeah.
know? Like, so it
Yeah,
comes
you know
both
what?
ways.
You're making me feel better. Next time someone's like, yo, you have anger problems, I'm like, I'm just passionate, all right?
No, it's true. Like, it come-
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Like-
I'm coping with that. Yeah, I'm
like
learning
they'll
how to
love you,
not-
but they'll
not
smash your
spaz.
car with a hammer too. You know,
That's
that's the type of love I want. I just want like
That's
'cause he doesn't have a
toxic.
car.
That's toxic right there. That's your toxic
that's
trait.
my
that
toxic
you want
trait.
a toxic relationship.
that's my toxic trait. No, I don't.
I could talk a lot. Sometimes, like, yeah, I might talk too much and, like, not give the other person a chance to say their
That's
thing.
your toxic trait.
Probably,
That you
yeah.
talk too much.
Yeah, I might say too much.
That's
sometimes.
not that bad.
There you go.
So you mentioned you wanted to get rich when you were younger. So do
Yeah.
you think money buys happiness? You do.
He can help you get there, yeah, for sure.
That's not what I asked. Do you think it buys happiness? Of course, money helps, but does it buy happiness? Will you be happy if you're rich?
I would be much happier than I am right now, for sure.
So you're not happy right now?
I'm happy. I'm a certain level of happy, but I think money would just push me over that edge. And then eventually you get used to it, and then you need to find other things to make you happy, right? Like, there's always going to be new problems. You're always looking for new problems to solve, right? Right now, finding money is the problem to solve.
Money is freedom, and freedom is happiness to me. So
Yeah, money would help a lot. I'll take it. You know, and slide me a couple mil, like, I'll be happy, for sure.
same.
Not saying my life would be perfect. Like, nothing
Of course,
is
of course
perfect,
not, of
right? But,
course
like,
not.
yeah, I'd be much happier. That'd be incredible. It might only last, like, a year, and then new problems arise, and you got to solve those ones.
Bring
So
on
if
the
you-
problems.
Exactly.
Bring on the problems. Bring on the motherfucking
So
problems.
what's your guys' kink?
Kink.
Yes. Or like fetish.
Area? What you
That's
say?
just booty for me. That's all I need, bro. That's it. I don't need nothing else.
Kink?
Yeah.
Like, what's a kink? Name a couple kinks.
I don't know. Some guys really like feet.
Pretty feet are important. Everybody knows a pretty foot is
No,
important.
but some guys really like feet.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
really, like,
I'm not
feet.
about it. We don't need no tentacle Japanese porn type shit. Like we're good.
Yeah, some
you
people
know?
are into that. So,
Yeah. I'm a basic.
Jonah,
man.
you like a girl with a pretty foot?
I don't even know. If I even.
I don't even know girls have
I don't
feet.
even know.
I don't know. I'll let you know, and the next time you come back.
What's your biggest kink, Jonah? Or like fetish?
See, it's weird, right? Like, you're supposed to say it.
Or like what's your something that like really
I
turns
like
you on,
nice
I guess?
hair. Girl has some
Okay.
good hair. Love nice hair, man.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, curly hair.
Yeah, you know, some
Curly
hair.
hair
Like,
is.
I like actually like girls with nice hair. I'll play with their hair, go to sleep and shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you Paul, it's booty.
It's just weird.
He's like, I'm
So
just
I
a pretty
just start
simple
there.
man.
Like I can't do it if they don't have it. Like I just can't get. Like, no, seriously, I can't. I've tried.
It doesn't work.
I've tried.
That's
Like,
actually really
I know
funny.
I'm dead ass too. Like you think I'm being funny for the podcast, but that's serious.
And canceled.
Yeah. And then we talk from there. Then my goals will change. You know.
Philanthropy for
So this is the last question of the game. What does paradise look like to you guys?
heaven.
What does paradise look
It
like?
looks
It
like
looks like
I-
a palm tree.
It looks like the freedom to do what I want, when I want, with who I want.
Yes.
That's paradise to me.
Drops the mic. All right, guys. So since it's a new year, I thought let's discuss New Year's resolutions, right? So
Bet.
what's some of your New Year's resolutions?
I quit my job, so I don't want to go back to my job. So stay
That's a big
healthy,
step.
Go to the gym, work every day.
Yes. And
But
let's
still,
talk
you know,
about
like,
that.
take some time.
Let's talk about that though. A lot of people when they're trying to, build their business or their career, they have to get to that moment where they have to decide like, do I let go of my job or do I take this seriously? And you just did that. So what was that like for you, to kind of overcome that fear of letting everything go?
It's terrifying. It's scary as hell. There was one night it hit me. I was like, there's no more paychecks. Like I have like another side business too, so like I'm still able to make money or whatever, and we do this and things like money is starting to come in and stuff like that. But it's terrifying not knowing where the next dollar is coming from.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who's not ready for it.
Absolutely.
I had quit mine about 8 months ago, but I did get a job in music though. The only reason I quit is because I had a consistent music paycheck coming in. Not a ton of money, but enough to survive and then push us. So, but yeah,
I
it
like
is a
that
bit
we're
scary.
talking about this because a lot of people when they start their businesses or chase their career, they have to get to this point where they're broke. Everybody goes through it. Like unless you have generational wealth, like you're gonna go through it, and people don't expect that stage. They
You
get there and
remember
they're
that
like, "Fuck."
that part in the Art of War we just talked about, where he talks about burning the boats when they go into battle?
Yeah.
And then it gives you that fire. You have to cut the bridge. I was running a recording studio. A recording studio, and I still had a job, and I didn't go near as hard as I wanted to. And now that we've like cut the life support, we're going like super hard, and it's that's how we like got all this momentum, I guess.
Exactly. You have to take the chance.
You go way harder.
It was 1 week actually. I hurt my back at work, and we spent that whole week just working. That's when we made the Usher medley. That's when we made like "Let Me Love You." That's when we made like our biggest things. So it was just like, yo, if mans take off like a month, a week, 2 weeks, a year, what could we do if I just quit? How crazy could this shit get? So we're like, all right, let's do it.
You just put all your energy into it,
That's
right?
100%. And the results came.
Exactly.
They came.
Exactly.
Go
So to anybody
figure.
who's like starting their business and they're at that point, what advice do you have to give them? Because I know a lot of people who've gotten to that point where they're like, fuck, okay, now I have to make it or break it, take the risk, or they don't, and they choose not to. Because they think when they get to that point of, being broke, that's like the lowest part. But it's not. That's the part where you decide to go for it, right?
Well, first of all, don't make sure you're not going to go on the street. We don't want to say quit
Of
your job and
course.
then
Yeah.
end up with a blanket on Queen Street or something. But make sure you have, we prepared for a while to make this happen as well. But at some point, you have to do it. You have to start preparing now. You need to start thinking about it right now.
That's true.
Your job, realistically, your job should only be, in a perfect world, your job should only be to learn skills to do the thing you want to do.
Yes.
That would be like in a perfect world where like,
Yeah.
but if people started to think like that early, like this is the thing I like to do. Okay, I'm going to find a job in music or film or whatever it is that they like to do, right? Like, and then learn the skills and then went for it after and save their money. Like, like people need to think like at the end when they start making decisions and not just going with the flow of things. But it's difficult when you're young.
Of course. And I mean, that comes with the school system, right?
Facts.
Like, unfortunately, like, if I could go back, I would go back to high school and, like you said, tell myself, focus on what you like doing. Focus on what you're good at. Because, like, the school system makes you think you have to do things a certain way. And then you get to, 25, 35, and you're like, fuck, I should have just done what I like to do this whole time. Like, why did I waste so much time?
I know. It's weird because you put a lot of pressure on yourself as, like, a kid, too. So you think, like, I got to do the perfect thing.
Yes.
But it's like, yo, this is the bet. You got no responsibility. You don't need a job really when you're in high school, like, unless like your family's like really kind of struggling, like I had 2 jobs, 3 jobs at times in high school all at the same time, like for no reason. Like I probably would have been okay if I was like, yo, I'm just gonna put my energy into this thing.
Well, it's funny you asked that in the situation that we're in right now, because we're literally about to like risk everything.
Yeah.
We're ready to like pull out loans. Like we have lines of credit like ready to go.
I feel you. I feel like if you're not a risk taker, don't get into business. Because you're going to drive yourself crazy when you're at that point, when you're not safe, right?
Anyone who's done anything significant has had to take a big risk.
Absolutely.
Anything at all.
Yeah. And you guys were talking about how this has been like years and years. It's not just an overnight thing, right?
It's been like 3 years.
So where did you come up with the name Paradise anyways? Like, how did that happen?
I knew this was going to happen. I never really know exactly when it was.
I like
what
it.
It was, yeah. But it just like, it just made me feel something. I was like, Paradise. Like, it's big, but it makes you feel good. But it's, you know what I mean? It's big, but it's not overwhelming. Like, it feels like, it feels nice. You know what I mean? Like, just say the word, like, oh, that's paradise, or that's whatever,
Yes.
So it's like, I just, you just want to make people feel good. That's all it was.
Yeah. And we were talking about how, like, we kind of wasted time before we tried doing what we love. So when was that moment where you were like, I'm going to do what I love? Like, fuck it.
I figured, okay, so it's not really like, at some point I knew I was gonna do my own thing, right? Like at some point, like, so I got into construction and I got myself like my license, like as a tradesman. And I told myself like, yo, once I get that, I can't always go back to this. My mom will never be so scared for me. Like,
True.
Most of the things you really do are for your mom, kind of, like
absolutely.
make your family proud.
Yeah.
So just like, all right. Because I wanted to do music when I was like 18, 17, 19 type shit. And they were like, bro, like, that's not, like, you need to go get a job type,
Yeah.
So I was just like, but these jobs don't pay good. Like, nothing pays well. But then I was like, all right, construction's pretty decent. Like, you live.
Yeah, you get
know
good
what
in
I mean?
construction, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's
You can definitely
blessed.
survive.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like, so it's like, all right, cool. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to get a real skill. My mom will be happy. And then, if I, you fail, you have something at least, right? Like, you can still have kids, house, like the good life type shit. But like, we want that better life. So
what influenced you to like want to do this to begin with? Was there like a moment in your life that like made you realize, oh, I want to be a singer?
It's just watching BET as a kid.
So this was like always, so like since a kid you were like,
Yeah.
you were a singer.
Yeah.
Okay. You were out here like putting on show and tells and shit?
No, not really. I was really shy. Like, I'm still pretty shy. Like,
Did your family know you can sing?
yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes supporters, sometimes not. Some of my sisters told me shut the hell up, Just in the morning, singing in the shower for sure.
Okay, that's cool. How about you, Paul?
When did I
Is this
know?
something you always wanted to do, or did you just kind of get into music one day because of something?
I've been broke for like before this job and for like 10 years, 15 years trying to make it in music, So I knew as soon as I picked up a guitar, that was it.
And when
I
was
like
that?
13 years old.
Oh,
I was like, this is
okay.
what I'm doing.
Oh,
I picked up a guitar and I started playing the bass line to that White Stripes song. Dun, 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 dun. And I was like, oh, this is fun. And then from there, I just never stopped.
Awesome. And you both were born and raised in Toronto, right?
I mean, I was born in Hamilton.
Oh, okay. And you moved down here?
I moved down here after high school.
Okay.
I lived in Collingwood for a bit. I lived in Florida for 10 years. I lived in Texas for 2 years. I lived in England for a year.
Oh, damn. Getting that experience.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's important. Getting life experience is
And
really
what he
important.
came back with, big booties.
Big booties. That's it. Had enough of the other thing.
So how do you feel like living in Toronto has affected your style of music?
I don't know.
Or like you as an artist, I should say.
Well, Toronto's all I know, really. So like, whatever I am is because of Toronto, really. But like, I don't know. I never really thought about it like as like the city having an impact on me or what I do or how I sing.
I never did too until I started getting other guests like Paul who were like, I'm from here, but I moved to Toronto for opportunities. I'm like, damn, we really do have a lot of opportunities.
You
We're
said
just
that?
we're
I
just
came
so
for
used
school,
to it.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like we wouldn't go to Hamilton for school.
For music school, not
like,
like
why are we gonna go over there to do
Yeah,
what?
I know,
like
I know.
everybody comes here.
We're kind of like we're a
Yeah.
little bit like
We're not-
closed to the world because sometimes like the guys in construction specifically like they're all from like I don't fucking know
Exactly.
Timbuktu type shit for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, what are you out there for? Like, don't you spend a lot in gas? Like, what are you
Yes,
doing?
I feel you.
Because we'll be working in the city, you know. And I'm just like, well, why
Yeah,
do you wake up?
Toronto
at 3 in
definitely
the
has
morning?
like a lot of opportunities. We're used to it. We don't realize it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you guys feel like? What do you feel like the music industry is lacking here?
Women.
The industry is lacking opportunity in Toronto for up and coming
Yes.
artists. That's the biggest thing it's lacking. Why do you guys think everyone, as soon as they get a little bit of fame or clout, they go to the States immediately? There's so much more opportunity. There's so much more of a community feel. Toronto's very competitive.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Right?
Money. We don't have enough
don't know.
money for it.
It's
I
very
was told that there
they're
is
scarce.
funding.
they're very
so
selective with that.
scarce, like,
You
Oh,
know,
are
they're
they?
very, very
And
selective
you know what?
with
Interesting.
those grants.
I've never looked into it. I
Interesting.
never looked into it. I always thought like, yo, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it with the people. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really want to be like part of like The Voice. Like The Voice,
Yeah.
people from The Voice were like, yo, audition. We got 5 emails like, yo, audition. I was like, honestly, like, I don't want to go through The Voice. Like, I want to do it with the
Why?
people. Like, we
True.
can do that ourselves. And
True.
they're making revenue off your video anyhow.
True.
Why would I give you that?
The biggest reason we denied is we were like, let's go check out their socials and let's go check out how the artists that are performing on their page are doing, and they were getting like just okay numbers. And we checked the artist pages, and they were like, oh, we're already blowing by all these artists that are on The Voice, so maybe this isn't worth it.
So what do you think
Yeah.
Toronto has to do to kind of like help build our community?
Putting resources in the right places. Like 100%, they're not doing it. I don't know where the resources are going, but they're not going to the communities.
Yeah,
and, like,
definitely
the
not.
people that need
Yeah,
the
no,
shit
no,
and
no.
could really benefit from it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
I also
So-
feel like ego is a big problem in this industry. Like being someone who, you know, has been doing podcasting for a minute now, like it's crazy that certain people who haven't made it or they're not where they want to be yet are already moving like so like ungrateful, so egotistic. And I'm like, you're not going to level up with that kind of attitude. Like if Drake is all the way up there still commenting on local artists, you know, posts and supporting them,
should.
why aren't local artists supporting local artists? I'm telling you, it's an ego thing. Like, it's crazy. Like, even with criticism, like, a lot of artists don't want to take the criticism. They all just want to hop on whatever wave is trending in music right now, you know? Even if it's
Yeah.
not working for them. Like, you would know about that. You started with rapping, and then you
Yeah.
transitioned into singing, right? A lot of people can't be real with themselves and be like, okay, I'm actually better at this. Or, like, this isn't working for me.
I just like singing more. I just find it more fun.
So-
I still like, yo, sometimes I'm like, bro, I want to make I want to rap again, bro. Like, I want to rap. Like, so you can say more shit when you rap. Like,
It's
you can
true.
actually like get like real thoughts out when you. That's why I like rap.
It's
Like, you
true.
can actually say something to people. Singing is more like it's a feeling. It creates like an atmosphere, an environment kind of thing. But rap will do that too, right? But you could actually like you could say some shit. Singing is a little bit more like fluffy.
So, to any artist that might be watching this, like, what would you say is an important tip to grow as an artist?
Don't stop. Wait, why'd you stop? What did you stop for? You know what I mean? Keep going. There's no reason to stop.
Burn your bridges, you know. I mean, we're not even where we want to be. We
Exactly.
came
Like,
in
I
here
don't
being
even
like,
know what to
we're
say.
not even,
Like,
we're not
just
even,
don't stop. You know,
we're not even that big in our like. We just got here, you know. So we're trying
We
to
just
go.
got here.
We're not. Yeah, we
It's
just
still confusing
We
to
got
us,
like a
like,
little
I
bit
don't-
more like eyeballs and ears on us at this
Of
point.
course. You guys got to
But-
give
Which
yourselves
is
your
great.
flowers. Yeah.
which is great. Like, I'm super thankful and the support's been amazing. But
Yes.
like, I don't feel any different.
Yeah, we don't feel any different. We don't feel like.
Just
That's
keep
good,
working.
though.
All we know is like, okay, so now like this work, like, yo, gas pedal, double down. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason.
When
to
you
stop.
see something blowing up, like go 10 times harder. You know, if you see that, don't stop. Because a lot of people, they have that thing blow up and they're like, oh, I can slow down now. No, that means you keep
Exactly.
going.
That's
like,
what I mean. Like
10
a lot of
times
artists
harder.
in the city have like the little bit of
Yeah.
clout from like stupid pages posting them, and
Yeah.
they just think like, okay, I've made it, and then
No, you
instead
gotta
of
go-
creating opportunities, they're blocking their own blessings with their egos.
Go way harder. Way harder.
Exactly.
Like, that's it.
So, do you guys plan on collabing with anybody in the city? You have already a couple, no?
We work with our girl
yeah,
Geneva
we
a
work
lot.
with Geneva a lot. But yeah,
Shout out
there's-
Geneva.
Yeah, shout
She's
out
so
to
good.
Geneva. I don't know. The city really hasn't been that supportive of each other. There's this one person,
exactly.
Megan DeLima. She's pretty cool. I like how she sings. She said we would do something, so we'll see if that happens.
It's always people from the States that want to collab, you know?
No, she's actually from here.
No, I know.
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
saying, but like most of the people who are offering collabs are not
Yes.
here.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
hope people are hearing that right now because that
Yeah.
is very, very true. Every single person that has come onto my podcast has said that. The States is constantly offering, you know, opportunities, and then here, nobody.
Yeah, even like to go on their podcast and stuff. I don't want to do Zoom stuff. Like, I don't think like a Zoom podcast is like cool. You know, like
Yeah,
like,
it's a different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, fuck, I'd work with people. Why not?
Honestly, that's why I started my platform. I'm like, all these artists have so much talent, and yet like they're not collabing with each other. Like, it's because they don't know each other. It's because they don't have that community to kind of, you know, make those relationships. Like, you know what I mean? Because everybody says the same thing. Toronto needs to be more supportive, but it's like, what can we do to make the city more supportive?
I think we all just like different things.
In what way? Like what do you mean?
Like, it's so diverse. Like, you either sound the exact same as someone else, and there's no point in even freaking collabing. You know what I mean? Or you're just so different that you're like, I actually don't even really like your music.
That's happened quite a bit.
Like, that's like where I'm like, oh, like they're good, but like I don't know how the heck we
It's
would
not your
do
vibe.
anything. Like, I can't even, like, I wouldn't get on a techno beat. You know, like, you know,
We got
or
we,
whatever.
You should try it. You never know.
we did get offered
Imagine,
that,
that's actually your hit.
Yeah, we did get offered some of that.
See, but then you have to keep making that type of stuff. Like, is it worth it to like go for the cheap hit or like whatever? Like, I don't know.
So would you say like don't chase the clout and chase what you actually want to do? Because you just
Yeah.
said you don't want to chase a cheap hit, but sometimes those cheap hits are what get your career started, right?
It's funny, like you might call the cover a cheap hit, right? Like, but I
Exactly.
fucking love singing those songs. Like, it's so much fun singing those songs, and I appreciate singers so much more when I have to try and like sound anywhere near as good as them. Like, it really makes me appreciate the singer. I'm like, yo, Usher was the man. For real. Like, Trey Songz was the guy.
Yeah,
Neo,
yeah.
Neo's nuts. Like, we were just talking about it today. Like, these are all the covers that, like, some of the covers I've done that have done well, but like, it's fun for me. Like, you know, you grow up singing the songs, and I was like, yeah, I want to sing these songs.
And it also gives you a chance to like show your range, right? You get to try new things.
Yeah.
So what's your creative process like? Like how do you guys get into the zone?
Depends on the mission.
That's
You're
so
creating a
true.
song. Okay, you're
Yeah.
creating a song.
We do quite a bit of things. Like,
We'll definitely kind of like schedule it out. I think for writing, we'll be okay. This day we're gonna write, and this day we're gonna record for covers, and this day we're gonna film videos. This day we're gonna edit the videos. So it is kind of methodical in that way.
that's what I mean by like the mission. Like,
The
like
mission, yeah.
we kind of already know, like, okay, today we're gonna do this. But when it comes for originals, like, yeah, like he'll bust open a computer. I'll be like, yo, I feel like
for
writing.
originals,
I feel like
yeah,
singing.
exactly.
Sometimes I'll already come with like a hook or like a line in mind. Like, bro, like I have like hundreds of voice notes of just like random shit.
Like when it comes to your head, you just
Yeah,
jot
like
it down.
just quickly,
Yeah.
like, oh, da 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 da, you know,
I
like,
see, I
and then
see.
bring it to him.
That's so
and I'm
true.
Like, da 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 da
Yeah.
da, and he's like, oh, okay.
Like sometimes he'll have if we're talking purely creative, sometimes he'll have like a sick hook like on his voice notes, and I'll be okay, let me just like play piano behind that and see
Yeah.
if we can create something, and then we'll just create something.
And
I'll
then
put a
we'll
beat
just go
behind it
off
or
that.
whatever, and then let's go off that.
Actually, yeah, even
Yeah.
songwriting, like usually it's very simple. Like it's
Yeah.
just like the shell of an instrument. Like it'll be like the piano or
Yeah.
something, and then we'll just keep going. We'll keep.
It's
going.
very organic the way we create.
Yeah,
I feel
like,
like
it's kind of
it's very very organic.
And when you're
And then-
songwriting, do you write about like your own experiences or do you more tell a story?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, like sometimes I've even told him like, yo, tell me about a breakup. Come on,
Yeah.
give me something. You know, like
Yeah.
honestly, like I think what was her name? Jasmine Sullivan. She did something really cool with her last album, Hotels, where she like kind of had people like tell her a story, and it seemed like the song she made after it was like telling that story. Like, you know, it was like her interpretation of the story. I thought that was real cool. But yeah, even him sometimes will be like, yo, tell me a story, or it'll be something I've heard from someone. Like, so it's my real life, but it's not. It might not have happened personally to me.
So was Do Something about somebody? For those of you that haven't checked it
It's
out,
about
that's his
you.
single. Go check it out. We
Yeah.
filmed a music video. I was in it.
Yeah. And
It
we
was
did a
so dope.
performance for you guys.
Yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah. But no, not really. Like sometimes it's just a vibe. I thought I don't got no baby mamas was hilarious. Like, you know, like I think you were just doing something on piano. Honestly, that song was written 2 years ago, a year ago. So it's kind of hard to
Interesting.
remember. But like, if I remember correctly, like mans were just playing on the piano, and I just thought I don't got no baby mamas was hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny opening line.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, let's do it. And then
Sounded
we just
good.
went for it.
So we
Yeah,
did it.
exactly.
That's it.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna talk about men's mental health now. So do you guys think music's kind of like an outlet for you to kind of escape and like let out your feelings? Have you ever kind of like let it out in a
never
song?
thought of it like that. Yeah, I guess you could say some shit in a song. I think just singing is like kind of some way like if I'm in a stressful situation or at work, like I'll just sing to myself or something. You know what I mean? Like when I was working, like I just sing. Like it just kind of just helps me get my mind off whatever it is.
Yeah.
But like songwriting with the, not really.
For me, it was. I feel like when I
For
was,
you?
yeah, it definitely was in that way for the songwriting aspect. Before Paradise, I feel like, and
Mm.
I mean, and Paradise when we're creating, I guess. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because a lot of men have that stigma where, you know, they don't want to talk about their feelings or whatever. So, you know, I also want to use Bowls and Beats as, you know, a promotion that music can be therapy as well. Because, like, for me, like, there was so many
100%.
times where, like, I'm like, I don't want to talk about this. Like, this is uncomfortable to even talk about, but let me put on some headphones. And now, like, this
Facts.
artist is feeling what I'm feeling.
Bro, I always have headphones in.
Right?
Like music is always playing. Like yeah. But
They
I
don't
mean,
promote it in school, but music is therapy. And again,
They
a
actually
problem
tell you
with
to
the
take your
school
headphones
system.
out.
Literally, a problem with the school system. They don't tell people how important arts really is to people.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't push that enough on children. So what's your best advice to men out there who are kind of feeling like depressed or they have anxiety and they're like, I don't want to talk about it though. Like, I don't want to talk about my feelings.
I used to be super depressed. The biggest thing that helped me, I actually picked up a book called The Power of Now by Eckhart
Banger.
Tolle.
Banger.
That book, I don't think,
So
I mean,
good.
I'm not going to say I never got depressed again because always, you know, there's things happen in life. But after that, man, I was nowhere near as the levels that I would,
Interesting.
because you realize that it's all just kind of in your head
Just from reading a book.
just from reading a book and
Wow.
maybe a lot of YouTube videos. But that book really pushed me for that.
That's
I
a
think.
banger,
It's
yeah.
very, very spiritual book, but not in like a religious way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So meditation, all that type of stuff.
So you
Definitely
actually
helps.
practice meditation?
Not as much as I should, but yeah, occasionally I put it in my to-do list. I have like a to-do list of notes on my phone. I'm like, okay, meditate 30 minutes a day. Boom, get it done.
I love that.
Definitely helps.
I love that. I
Yeah.
wish more men would meditate, actually.
Mhm.
I'm like a huge meditation advocate. Like,
Mm.
yo, it cures you on a mental, physical, and emotional level. Like,
does.
I know people who have been physically sick, and like meditation helps them feel physically better. Like,
It's because you
crazy.
deal with whatever's in your head in that moment. You just think, let it pass.
And you know, I feel like it's a great
like,
outlet for men. You know, because they don't want to talk about their feelings. It's like fine, so sit there and meditate, and you
Yeah.
know, get
Bro,
better.
I tried to start meditating and shit, but because construction, you wake up so freaking early.
Yeah.
I would just put my. I watched the YouTube video. I tried, bro. I swear to God, I would just fall back asleep. I'd be
Okay, yeah.
sitting there
If you're
like,
waking up, like, yeah.
and then like I'd hear like ding, like on the YouTube video. I'm like, fuck, I did it again.
I know exactly what thing
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about. That's hilarious.
Oh, you know that
Yeah, I
girl?
know
That
exactly
girl?
what you're talking about.
Ding. I'm like,
The
"Oh,
vibrations.
I fucking fell asleep.
Yeah.
But what was the
I wouldn't
question?
recommend meditating like once you wake up. I would say like once you've actually like feel your brain is actually woken up, and then try to meditate.
Yeah. The worst thing you can do though is be destructive. Being destructive, like yo, you can be sad
Oh,
all
yeah.
you want,
Fuck.
but if you're
Been there.
destructive towards yourself, that's when it becomes an issue.
Yeah.
You're gonna be sad. Your
Yeah.
feelings are gonna get hurt. Like it's
Yeah.
normal. It's
Absolutely.
okay. Accept
That's
it.
a good point. You know, I would say stop
And
the
love
bad
yourself.
habits. Stop the
Love
bad
yourself.
habits.
Like if you love yourself and you believe in yourself, like you know whatever happens, like I will get through this, and you will. If you believe you will, you will.
Mm-hmm.
So love yourself, people.
That's a really good point, actually. I feel like bad habits are a really significant part in your mental health. Like a lot of
Bad
people who are
habits,
feeling
yeah.
depressed, anxious, are usually the ones that are drinking every weekend, or taking it out on smoking every day. Like, you know what I mean? You really have to face your problems, and I feel like a lot of guys in the construction field
Yeah.
are the
Yeah.
worst.
It's a toxic
They do
industry.
so much drugs.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
take care of their mental health. They don't take care of their physical health. They wake up every day. Most of them hate their jobs. Like, it's something that needs to be talked
That's
about more
why,
often.
yeah, 100%. It's funny. I was actually speaking to someone who's talking about like construction and stuff like that, and I was like, bro, it's the most toxic industry ever. Like everybody's like halfway miserable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
They treat each other like shit.
But don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun too. Like there is a lot of joking, and you know what I mean. Like there's a lot of camaraderie. Like it's a cool place. Like if you're young, you know what I mean. There's like always with the guys or whatever. But you start to see like it's not the, you know what I mean. It's not the best place for you to like live like a healthy
not the healthiest
lifestyle.
environment. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're caring about yourself, like it's probably not the best place.
Yeah.
And let me just add one thing to that.
difficult.
I feel like ever since we've been on our path, like I just don't feel any way of depressed or sad since we're like grinding on our craft and doing what we actually want to
Stay
do.
busy.
I love that
Like-
you just said that because I feel the same way.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
Did you
thing.
see like my smile on
Yeah,
face right
yeah.
there? Like literally, I
Yeah.
try to tell everybody that, and they don't get it unless they're on the same page.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could be like broke right now, but I'm so much happier than when I was working that 9 to 5, trying to go to school. Like when I was doing something I didn't like in a toxic environment. Like I was so depressed, and now that I'm like, okay, this might be expensive, but I'm doing what I love. Like I wake up every day, and I'm like, I can't wait to work towards this.
Exactly.
Like I can't wait to work.
That's the way life should be.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Like-
fact. Sometimes I message. I'll be like, yo, you awake yet? Like,
Exactly. You want to work.
It's
Yeah.
true. This guy
Yes.
works like a dog too.
Yes.
Right? Like crazy
Yeah.
hours.
Like I spent like
Crazy.
2 to 3 years like moving universities, like trying to make my
Find
parents
it.
happy,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was so miserable. Like holy shit! And then when I started this, I was like, finally, like this is what it feels like to like what you do, to wake up and be like, damn, I don't hate my life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think that's what everyone's kind of chasing.
That's why I would say money doesn't buy happiness. Because I've been there
So
where
you-
I was like stacking, but I was so depressed. Like I was not
So you're doing this for free forever?
No. I didn't say free, but I mean, if I don't get rich off of it, like filthy rich, I'm okay with
that's
that.
fine. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
okay
that's
with that.
fine. That's fine.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? As long as I'm
You can
waking up
make a
every day, I can
living
make a
and-
living.
yeah, of
I would
course,
be like,
of course.
I'm ready living my dream
100%.
life, right?
100%.
It's just walking the path that you want to walk.
Exactly.
And the way I feel is if I see another person in life doing the thing I want to do, I can go out and do that thing.
Exactly.
If I work hard enough.
The
Maybe not
fact,
singing, because singing, maybe like singing, acting, a couple of really fields that are based on talent. Let's be realistic, but
Yeah.
like that thing, most things, if someone else is doing it, you can do it. You just got to get after it if you want it bad enough.
and the
find it.
fact that I hated social media. Like I didn't use Instagram, and the fact that now like there's like 64,000 followers or something like that on my phone. I don't believe anyone should anymore. Like, yo, you could do anything. Like, it actually feels like, yo,
Yeah.
you can do anything.
You can.
Because that to me was like, I don't know how. But you could do anything happens as long as you don't give up. You have like some kind of mission,
Yes.
and that'll help you not be depressed for real. Like back to what you're saying, like for real. Like once you find like an intention, a purpose, a something,
Purpose.
wake up in the morning like, yeah. And yo, even if it is a job you hate for a bit, but like you've decided to commit to it, like yo, I punished my like for real. Like I was joking or whatever, but when I was young, I felt like I wasted a lot of time. For real.
Me too.
So like I punished myself and got myself into construction, but I committed. I'm like, yo, I'm getting my license. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for my mom, and I'm gonna learn a whole lot of shit. Bro, I don't think I'd be where I'm at without construction.
As long as
Now
there's
it's
a
my
goal
time
or an
to
outcome.
leave and go take it.
Yeah.
Because I learned a lot of work ethic from that. I learned a lot of discipline from like being like, yo, no smoking, no drinking, no going out. Like you're sleeping by 9.
Yeah.
Because you're up super early in
Yeah.
construction,
Yeah,
right?
like
You're
I'm
up
one
at
of those guys. Like
5 a.m.
I'm
Yeah.
in bed by 9.
Honestly,
Like, don't buy like my
everybody
phone,
I know who's like doing a business or trying to chase their dream right now has a lot of discipline, and their sleeping schedule is very like precise. Even with myself, I've noticed like since I've been taking it seriously, I'm like, okay, I really need to be bed to bed at
I
this time
know.
so I can get up early, work, and then work on this.
I
Like you
know.
need a schedule.
I'm a night owl too, but like ever since I started wake up early, like there's something magical about the mornings when you're working. I don't know what it is.
Yes,
Just getting
it
that
is.
coffee
It
and then
is.
just starting. It's magical. I
Yes.
don't know. Going
And
for
I
a
love
run.
that you said you had to like, cut off all the bad habits, because that's a really, really important part when you're trying to chase your
I
dream.
still have bad habits, but like things that are gonna keep me up and stop my sleep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Stay away from me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Don't
I mean,
bother
you guys
me.
know I'm a cannabis advocate. Clearly, that's somewhat a bad habit, but it doesn't negatively impact my life. But alcohol did. So I just quit.
Oh, wait,
like, I don't drink a
I
drop of
think
alcohol because
weed-
it negatively impacted me
I
a
think
lot.
weed fucked over my life.
See, it depends on the person. I tell people
Yeah.
this all the time. It really depends on the person.
It started off being cool for me, and then it stopped helping me sleep at a certain point.
Interesting.
It didn't help me sleep no more. Like it would keep me up, and I'd be like, yeah, I did. Weed just didn't do it for me after a while. Like I think I just smoked so fucking much of it. And I don't know. Like I don't know how much you smoke. Like whatever, do your thing. But like for me, like it just wasn't like at a certain age. Like I think by like 18, 19, I'm like, nah.
You were
this
done
ain't
with it.
Yeah, it's not it.
Honestly, that's actually a good point that you brought up 18, 19. I think that's also a reason why you were probably done with it.
Why?
You started at such a young age.
Yeah.
And that was me with alcohol. I feel like when kids start something at such a young age, they abuse it and they don't really understand, the negative impacts of it until they learn the hard way, right, themselves. So
Yeah.
I like that you brought that,
Hard
because
knock
as much as
life,
I
man.
advocate for cannabis, I also advocate for, like everybody's perspective is important.
No, alcohol is a terrible thing. Alcohol definitely affects
terrible.
my mood the absolute worst. You can probably
Me
notice
too.
I've been more irritable this month because I've been drinking every other day. So I give myself like one.
Don't blame Christmas.
Huh?
Don't blame Christmas.
The holiday.
That's it, bro. It's just that time of year, and then in January I'm going cut. That's it.
Yes,
That's it. I'm
yes.
very like good about that too. Like I'll cut. I'm jogging in the morning.
Yes.
That's it.
I tell people
Once
this
a
all the
month.
time.
That's
Do
it.
not stigmatize anything. Whatever works for you. But if it's negatively impacting your daily routine, that's how you know, like, you need to quit something. Whether that's cannabis, alcohol, porn. Like, I've literally seen guys, like, let porn ruin their lives. Like, who? What do you mean who? Go on YouTube. You'll see lots of people. Porn's not good for you, actually. It's really bad for
I don't
you.
even watch that shit.
It really affects your.
It's really bad for you.
No,
Yeah,
it is.
that's a
And
whole other
especially like
conversation.
your performance.
Yeah, it's
If you
like
watch
really
it all the
fucked up for
time,
you.
like
Performance in what?
in sex.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It really. I mean, it doesn't sound like it for you, obviously.
Guys
but
and girls.
It affects. Yeah, I
don't
can't.
even watch
I can't
that
watch
shit.
it. Yeah, I can't watch it either.
Isn't that
It's not good.
interesting? Very interesting thing in a generation that has so much access to it.
Hey, leave in the comments if you let porn ruin your life. We need to talk. Come on, man. What the hell?
What do you mean? Like, fast food? Same thing goes for fast food.
Oh yeah.
Some people have
eating-
no
bro,
like
eating
discipline.
is real important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating is real important.
If you
For
notice
sure.
something is affecting your everyday mood, that's how you know I need to stop.
I'm a health freak. Like
Yes.
every month except December, but I'm an absolute health. I'm on like podcasts, just health podcasts all day. Like waking up, jogging, getting sunlight in first thing in the morning, like
love that.
eating clean.
Yes.
That's it.
We're all here
You
for
know.
healthy living.
Yeah. Except December.
Yeah, except for December. That's fine. So you guys have clearly gained a lot of followers within like the last couple months.
A lot of weight. I'm like, yeah.
We're about to. Yeah.
It's thick season. No, but seriously, you guys have like gained like a massive amount of following in such a short time. You literally like blew up just like that. So what has that feeling been like? Because I feel like this generation's really obsessed with clout, and it'd be nice to see people who have it kind of be like chill.
still don't
That
think
doesn't
I
mean
have
you made
clout.
it. A lot of people think
Yeah.
that means you made it.
I still don't think I have clout.
I don't really feel any different about it either. I'm like, whatever.
Like, bro, we go eat on Queen Street all the time. No one bothers. Like, only one time the girl, like, she followed us on Instagram because we go to that same restaurant. She's like, oh, you're the guys that sing. Yeah, come.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and she hooks us up. But, like, realistically, like, nothing really changed. Like, I don't know.
A lot of people think that like makes it or breaks it. They see this person has so much followers. They must be living their dream life.
It
like
makes it easy. Like, but the internet's kind of all fake. Like, we show you the best moments.
Yeah,
Like,
Absolutely.
we show you
the best of the
Absolutely.
best
Right?
moments.
Like,
yes.
we don't
It's so
show
cute.
you how many times it took me to fucking sing that one line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't show you the, and like like the whole, just like you're gonna chop up the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's showing the best thing, right? Like, there's real life and then there's the internet. Like,
Yeah.
and it makes it easier to, you know, achieve like your goals, I guess, right? Like, it does help you with like exposure and getting people to know kind of your mission and what you're doing. But like, until like something real drastic happens, like, I don't know.
It hasn't changed the way that we operate at all.
Yeah.
If anything, it's made us work harder, obviously,
it.
seeing the numbers. But we don't go around and be like, I mean, I guess it is nice to open your phone and be like, oh, 60K. You know, there's some people
Yeah.
that
We
are
have
like,
little celebrations
Yeah,
with each
yeah.
other. We'll be like, oh, yo, like 25K, let's go
100,
get
like-
a beer.
yeah, like
you know
what
what
are we at? 150 on TikTok? 150 on TikTok? Yo. Like,
Yeah,
or
some-
whatever. But,
nah,
but other
not
than
that,
that's
but-
it. Hey, we have that moment, and then we just move on from it. And
And then we go back to work.
Yeah, and we go back to work. That's
Yeah.
it. Go back to work. We're like, nah, let's go higher. Let's keep going. Push.
If I showed you the same, I don't know, how many times you change strains of weed? You smoke the same one all the time?
No.
You get sick of shit.
Yeah.
People are gonna get sick of it. We'll get sick
True.
of it. You know, that's why
True.
like I'm really excited. We're starting to do vlogs. We're doing merch. Like we're starting to put like ourselves in a lot of different places where we can put our energy and our creativity. So it's not like just this one thing. So having followers helps with things like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we now can share with people that
It's
are
nice to
actually
know-
gonna see it.
It's nice to know that some people like what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you got
It's a little
supporters.
bit of
right?
validation, you know, like,
Yeah.
okay, you're
Yeah,
on the
like-
right track. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mentioned you guys are making merch. Show
Yeah.
off those merches. Hey.
do something. Hold up. We actually got you a little.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got. Shout out to the guys at Brims. You know what I mean? Kensington Market.
Ooh.
But the bag's a little
Oh my
cool.
God. Awesome.
Got you your own sweater, man.
Oh, so cute. Thank you guys. So is this gonna be like your music logo?
That is our logo.
So are you guys like, would you consider yourself like a band or a duo?
It's a duo.
Or would you say you're the artist, you're the producer?
I mean, it's a duo.
That's
I think
kinda
at the
how
end
it
of the
is,
day.
though.
Okay,
I mean,
cool,
that's the
cool.
role.
It's
But
a-
I'm
we're-
liking that.
It's a team. It's
I'm
definitely
liking that.
a team. We're not one or the other. I think we're definitely
Yes.
one unit.
And if
I
you,
like that.
If you notice, you go in like sometimes he sings.
Oh,
Sometimes.
really?
Yeah.
And sometimes he's
Oh,
worth
I'm
the
gonna keep a
camera.
lookout for that now.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's like if you listen to "Sexy Love" in particular, like he sings a lot on that one.
Awesome.
On the "Do Some" acoustic that we dropped on YouTube, he sings a lot on that one.
But
too.
I
like
rarely.
that.
Like, I mostly just do everything but sing. That's it,
Mhm.
but-
But like he
Yeah.
will, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like producer, singer is kind of like
Yeah.
how we say it. But like, yeah, we're a team.
But we
We're-
both do a bunch of different stuff too.
Of course,
Like, we
of course,
cover
you're a
each other.
team.
I think the reason we do so well is we cover each other's weaknesses so well.
yeah, I'm like holding it.
Like so well.
But honestly, I gotta give you your flowers too for like also supporting him, because I feel like a lot of artists nowadays are always kind of like forgetting about their guitarists, forgetting about their producers. When really, if we're being serious right now, nowadays the producers are what make the fucking song.
Bro, I don't know why producers aren't the celebrities.
That's what I'm saying. Like nowadays, where talent kind of lacks, you know, auto-tune exists. You don't really need the talent to be a celebrity. The producers are the backbones.
We definitely do a lot of
100%.
work. But
Like, yeah, like the beat nowadays, like the instrumental and everything, like that's.
Yeah.
Some people don't even know what the Migos and them are saying and feature. Like, you know, some people are like, hey, I don't know what he says. But
Yeah,
mascot,
exactly.
fucking mascot. You know, like, it's just like, all right.
Or even competition. Like people will reach a certain point and then they start competing with people who are supposed to be helping them. You know what I mean? Because they feel like only one person can make it, kind of thing.
yeah.
So I love to see that you guys are still like supporting each other. You're still like for both of you making it. You know what I mean? And you
Yeah.
also want to support your community as well. I think that's awesome.
Alberto, he's always been a family guy, right? Alberto's always been about the family. And
Aw,
he's, you know, so
family
he's-
man.
Like we're family.
It
I would say
seems
like
today,
you know we
like,
we argue a lot, obviously, like a
Yeah.
ton, but it's more like a brotherly relationship,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
So
it's like
I think that's really important too. If you're gonna go into business or you know a career with a partner, you need to figure out like how to not give up on each other. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a lot of people like they'll take back their ex that cheated on them 7 times, but you know their business partner or their friend messes up once and they're like, "You're cut."
yeah, but it's not even like that. It's more arguing about like the creative stuff.
you gotta have
like-
standards for yourself.
Yeah,
people.
Yeah,
it-
exactly.
it's more like what angle of this? Oh, this sound or this angle. It's not like
Yes.
hating on each other. It's like oh, just in the creative
That's
stuff
normal.
that,
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You know,
You're gonna get into arguments.
it's like
Facts.
So to anyone going into business with anybody, what advice would you guys give them?
Be patient.
yeah, be
but keep
patient for
working.
sure, and be open to your business partner or partner whatever's ideas.
Mhm.
Don't just immediately shut it down because sometimes, you know, you never know what's gonna happen.
You might be
Mhm.
wrong.
You
You
might be
right.
wrong.
Like,
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Or you might miss
So-
out on an amazing opportunity, right? Imagine you
Yeah.
guys gave up, you wouldn't know what you could have achieved,
Mm-hmm.
right?
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta find people for the long
Giving up
term.
was scarier. Like the idea of giving up was crazy.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
After all that effort.
Because even during quarantine, like I think like we slowed down. Like we weren't actually
Yeah.
a group till like halfway through quarantine type thing.
We worked together,
we
but we
worked
weren't a group.
together,
We worked together
like-
for like 3 years, but we decided,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna become a team. Like I guess during COVID or something.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna become a team.
I imagine you probably weren't making all that much music without me.
No,
And-
yeah,
and the
not
studio,
yeah.
right? In particular, right? Because you did have other artists and shit. Like, and I wasn't making much music without you, so I was just like, yo, like, why don't we just fucking, like,
Just do it
Yeah.
together.
we both want to
yeah,
do it, so let's
exactly,
just do it. Like,
exactly,
and that's just.
And
what
we're
it is.
both in it for the long term.
exactly.
Like
when you
the
find the right business
long-
partner,
Yeah.
you
Remember,
take it. You
I
take it and you
was-
run.
I was in a music group before, and we were all like chatting, whatever. And I remember, like, I think I was the only one. Yeah, I was. I was like, yo, I don't care if I make it when I'm 30. Just keep going. We're gonna make it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Mhm.
And man's were like, yeah, I don't know about 30. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know about 30? Like, 30's not.
Oh my
you
god,
know?
I had that same issue with my ex co-host. She was
Yeah.
like, "This is taking too long," and I'm like, "Every
Take it
business
too
takes
long.
long. Every business takes
Bro,
long.
it
You
does.
just don't know
It
because
does.
when they get
So
to the top, they
quickly.
don't tell you their journey.
If we're looking
Like
at
Jay-Z
social-
became a rapper when he was like 35,
Bro,
and like
yeah, Jay-Z
people
made
wouldn't
his
know that
ma-
now. The
Jay-
kids nowadays think he probably made it when he was like 12.
Nah, Jay-Z took years to make that album. What was it? Reasonable Doubt.
Oh yeah,
It took years to make that album. That was,
everyone
like,
who's at the
his
top took
baby.
years. Yeah, even Drake, you know, he might be the biggest artist now, but he's been in the music industry for quite a long time now. Like, if you think about it, like,
Oh,
this
a
doesn't
long
happen
time.
overnight.
Since he's been in the wheelchair, you know, on the grass,
Literally.
like, he's been doing it.
Literally, even with you guys, your page, right? People might follow you now and be like, "Oh, these guys must have made it so quickly," but you've been doing this for
Oh,
years.
yeah,
Yeah.
some people like came at like 5,000 followers and think like we've been had a lot of followers.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something, but it's like, bro, this shit happened like last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Literally.
You just
I
can't
don't
give
know.
up. If you're giving up, you've already
Yeah.
failed, right?
That's facts.
Yeah.
So before we wrap it up, do you guys have any upcoming shows? Because where them shows at?
I
Because to
know.
be honest, bro,
What?
my thought process is I want to host the venue ourselves.
So do it.
Yeah.
So do it.
We will.
I'll be there.
Yeah, and when we do it, you'll know.
Okay, cool.
And I think a counter argument to that is we're so focused on growing at doing what we're
Yes.
doing. Shows take a lot of preparation and a lot of time.
And if
You know?
Would you be interested
Like-
in being like part of a show? Like
For the
I know
right-
people who like do
for the
like
right
shows and
opportunity.
they get like Toronto artists to come perform.
For the right opportunity, yes.
Okay,
We don't just want to go
interesting.
play like a random show. We want to
Yes.
make it.
Because not
something
every
that's
opportunity is a
worth
good
doing.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, but we will at some point we will play shows.
So do you think Tori shot Meg? Before we wrap up.
Oh God. I think Kelsey shot Meg.
Dun, dun.
Plot twist. Because none of this shit makes sense.
Bro, this shit is so stupid.
From Tori to Meg to Kelsey to the security guard, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. At this point, I really think they're just doing this to gain clout.
Honestly, it's gonna be a
Like it's
mistrial.
a PR stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
then
becoming
it's
like a
gonna end
who
in a
shot.
mistrial.
Yeah, like who shot Biggie.
Who done it?
Yeah, like
Yeah, they're playing a real big celebrity game of Clue.
literally.
That's what's going on right now.
I'm dead for real though.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm excited to see your performance. Okay, and everybody else is too. Obviously, you performed today, so everybody's gonna be able to see that little intimate performance. But I want to see you on the big stage where you belong. Okay, so let's make that your goal for 2023.
It's gonna happen.
Let's do
2023, I
it.
promise
Put
you
on a
that.
show.
I need a bigger goal than that. I need a bigger goal
That's
than
not-
get on the stage, bro. Let's come up with something else.
No, that's not the goal. That's not the goal, but it will happen.
I love it.
It will happen.
Yes, and when it
100%.
does,
That's a step
I will be
to
there.
The goals.
It will happen. Just
Absolutely.
when the right opportunity comes along, it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
And then if it doesn't, we make the right opportunity.
Exactly.
Period. Now to wrap up the episode, the moment everybody's been waiting for, I'm gonna ask you guys to perform a song for us. Can you do that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey! Here to perform Do Some. Let's give it up for Paradise.
I don't got no baby mama, so that means I don't come with drama. All that shit your ex-went put you through, that's some shit that I would never do. Give me the time to find the things that make you lose your mind. Give it to me instead. Relieve all of the things that's in your head. I'm tryna do some, me and you, girl, we should do some. So call your friends up for some, me and you, girl, we should do some. I'm tryna do some, girl, we should call your friends up for some. Me and you, girl, we should do some. Gonna tell you again, I tell you I'm not your friend. Baby, I'm just a man, tryna get in your pants. I'm tryna make you some plans. You gon' see me in the band. We pull off in the bands, backseat. We got your friends, you got your friends in the bands. Show them around my ends, so they can understand me. I'ma get this money, always protect my family. Playing with my heart is some shit I just can't stand, be. No.
So before we wrap it up, can you guys tell my audience where they can find you on all social media?
ROLLDADISE. Roll the dice on every single
Roll
platform
the
you can think of.
dice.
ROLL. Did I say L twice?
ROLLDADISE on all platforms. All platforms. Roll
And-
the dice.
And if you're already familiar with us, make sure you subscribe and follow BowlzNBeatz.
Excelsior saved our music video. She saved it.
Yeah,
She did work.
Excelsior saved our lives.
facts.
She saved our life 100%.
Yeah.
For real.
Excelsior is a real one of real ones.
Thank
Gonna
you.
State
Thank
that
you,
now.
guys.
Life
So if
would
you
not
guys
be the
haven't
same.
already, go check out the music video for Do Some, okay, starring me and your boys Paradise, okay?
Oh, but Spotify, it's just Paradise with a $sign.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Apple Music.
Right.
But every like social media, roll the dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. It was awesome to have you on, and I will have you back again.
I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to come
Thank
back
you for
once a
having us.
quarter.
Comment, like, subscribe, all that good shit.
Click the bell.
Smash the bell, bro. Leave a comment.
Word on the streets.
It's
Bowls and
BowlzNBeatz.
Beats.